getting ready for 100 laps here at Atlanta, or should I say Echopark, for the ISRL for the Hotlanta 154. In about 5 minutes, we are going to get into all of it. But here now is a special little treat for all my followers and folks here listening on the playback and here live right now.
A Buick or a Silverado, confidence thick like gelato, slick in a street like a desperado. That shake seismic, play tectonic, move so smooth it's almost bionic. Drip too wild, a little ironic. Love's a game, I'm supersonic. Texture like a young Austin Powers. Smelling like danger and grocery store flowers. Yeah. We soak till dawn. Talking about dreams and the moon's weird power. Tell me, is it fruit or is it a vibe? I'm just trying to classify your tribe. If beauty's a glitch, I'm down to subscribe. This whole thing's weird, but the rhythm's alive. Tell me, baby, it's something you will do. It's dressing like some anime, baby, is that okay with you? I'll get you in this pink bunny robe and silly top hat. Call you Jessica Rabbit, oh wait, it's become a habit.
Yeah, what you got cooking in the kitchen? Well, I guess it fits in. You're damn right it does. It's sent from above. I live upstairs in Unit 10. I heard your walls buzzing. I thought I'd let myself in to see what all the commotion is about. If you don't want me here, then I'll see myself out.
But it really does look like you could use an extra hand. I don't wanna ruin your night or throw a wrench in your plans, but if I could get a skeet, then I might just be your man. But only for 10 seconds, and then I'll apologize. But you'll come back for more. I'll just have to wear a disguise. Tell me, peach or avocado? Ski Tell me, peach or avocado? Ski habit.
Right. Let's bring it in, shall we? Shall we bring it in together here? To be together again. Again, hopefully you guys are having a great Tuesday, having a great start to your work week. Again, ladies and gentlemen, sim racers, keyboard warriors, and anyone who accidentally clicked the stream thinking it was a cooking show, welcome back to the Independent Sim Racing League, proudly powered by TH Designs, because if we didn't say that, they'd take away my microphone. Tonight, we're bringing the heat, literally, to Echopark Speedway for the Hotlanta 154. Race 4 of 15. It's hotter than a Florida Waffle House parking lot at 2 a.m., and half of these drivers about to find out their setups were built for Canadian winters. Let's look at the points here up front. Matthew Fleming is putting on a masterclass in domination. The man's won 2 straight. And at this point, I'm starting to think he's got a cheat code, a voodoo doll, or a hostage situation going on. Behind him, Thomas Meeks and Mike DeWalt are doing their best to catch him, but chasing Fleming right now is like trying to tackle a greased-up otter on roller skates. Rob Rossello has crawled his way into 4th because apparently he's allergic to mediocrity, while Nathan Fuller just jumped 10 freaking spots into the standings. That guy has got a win, and now he's driving like he's got rent due tomorrow. Meanwhile, Andrew Sanford is hanging out tough in 6th, proving that consistent chaos is still a valid race strategy. Behind them, Josh Cole, Jeremy Eshelman, Brad Gutierrez, and Henry Kalhoff are in the what we call the mayhem zone. It's that beautiful part of the field where hope goes to die and tempers get tested. You know, my favorite part. Then we've got Heartbreakers, the Hustlers, and the Homewreckers. Landon Bednarz, Travis Stroney, Nathaniel Fryman, Nicholas Van Hemer, Michael LeBron James, and Scott Bell. At this point, it's less about the points and more about pride, and maybe who can survive without rage quitting first. And me, I'm your host, Horseboat, your captain of chaos, your guide to this digital demolition derby. I'm fired up, locked in, and 80% sure my alcohol intake tonight is a war crime. The ISRL, powered by TH Designs, is where speed meets sarcasm, talent meets tragedy, and someone's Wi-Fi always meets Jesus before the checkered flag. Now, before I forget, make sure you follow me, like, and subscribe. I do that shit, too, because I'm just not on Twitch anymore. I'm expanding the Horseboat empire, going to Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Follow me, love me, validate my questionable life choices, and let's get ready for some side-by-side, bumper-to-bumper, emotionally unstable racing action here at the Hotlanta 154. This is the ISRL, baby, and it's about to get real stupid real fast. Again, hopefully you hung in there through all of that. Again, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horseboat. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, Dee Dee, for the fitty bitties. Little Creek for the resubscribe. Unstable sounds like my wife. Whoa. Oh, my God. Well, that was an amazing opener. Again, we have nearly 30 drivers here tonight to rock your world and hopefully give us some good entertainment here going into the thick of it. Looking out trackside now, looks like everybody, besides maybe a car or two, looks like we've got a small group out there right now trying to get some last-minute laps in before this. Again, this is a night race tonight, so if you're noticing, why is it dark, Horseboat? It's because we're racing at fucking night. Open your goddamn eyes. Just kidding. Appreciate that, Derek Smithy. Following the live, said that intro was electric over on TikTok. I appreciate that, man. I'll say hi to you. Mikey, say hi to you as well. Again, thank you for that. Over at Twitch and YouTube as well. Again, Twitch got that interactive stuff. We got some horse bucks going over there. Got to do some text-to-speech. Again, check that out if you've got the horse bucks to do it. If you got the balls, if you got the stones. Let's bring you back in one more time as they are getting ready to sit down and powwow for qualifying against single car qualifying. But that points lead right now that Matthew Fleming has, you know, it's early. I don't think it's going to hold unless he really puts down a good showing tonight. If he can pull off a win, top 3, it's going to keep him up there. You got to understand that, you know, 15 weeks are flying by real fast. We're already into race 4 of 15. Now, over the holidays, yes, we're going to stretch that out a little bit. You know, over Thanksgiving week, we're going to be off. New Year's and Christmas, we're going to be off. And then we're right back at it down the way. And what I'm talking about is let's look at the schedule for a moment. Again, this week, 10/28, you got Atlanta. The week after that, following November 4th, is at Indianapolis. And then you have Iowa, Charlotte, Pocono, Las Vegas, and Talladega. Talladega to end your 2025, folks. That's going to be some awesome action and maybe a giveaway in that window of time in December. Again, I'm always in the giving mood, especially at Christmas time. So that's what I'm looking forward to. As they are getting ready to switch over to qualifying for the Hotlanta 154, we have 100 laps here tonight, 4 tire sets. Again, I'll go through this before we get into it again. But just so you know, let's bring it in. Again, being a night race, it's still going to be pretty warm. It's going to be a good race here tonight. I feel it. Atlanta's always one of those hit or miss tracks, but I think it's going to be a hit, especially with what we've had so far in the ISRL. I cannot wait to get it on. Let's go down trackside for qualifying. And we are going to follow Jonathan Militia around the track. Let's go. Let's get it on. Let's watch the young man put down a lap. Again, Jonathan Militia from Mooresville area, North Carolina. Getting ready now. He's putting down his first lap. He is live right now. He's doing that super speedway strategy, which I've seen all too many times before, trying to take the high line, get near the wall to get that speed, because you're not running within a pack. You're running with numero uno, yourself. Again, you're going to watch him as he cuts down here going for this second lap. His first lap will not be as bueno, I believe, as his second lap here. So 32.04, yeah, it's roughly almost a half second slower than the pole sitter Connor Rowe with the 31.61. Again, Snyder, similar boat, looks like 32.37. But as you can see, Jonathan Militia attacking now that bottom line, keeping a half lane up to gain that speed. Don't want to get too low, don't want to touch that red line. Getting out above, cutting down below, which you can do during qualifying. He's going to cut it close. Here we go. 31.46, good enough for second place. Rob Rossello Jr. now, 31.42. Come down to somebody we haven't seen before. Let's go to the 42 of Christopher Pugliese. Again, he's got the cheese. Pugliese going to get lap 1. Going to be good enough here so far. Good enough for 9. 31.88 lap 1. Here goes lap 2. Again, I give Pugliese the moniker the cheese because he's always got it. Golf Plus player getting down, running down under that red line. Trying to get faster. Going to be a 31.67. Good enough for 11. Let's go down now to last week's winner, Nathan Fuller. Again, breaking up what would have been maybe a three-peat Now, trying to make it happen, Captain. Timbo Slice back in the live. Thank you. Markel Stoudemeyer, what is up, big dog? Hopefully everybody's having a good night here. Nathan Fuller's first lap, you are witnessing it is live. Your pole sitter right now is Min Hang with a 31.41. Nate Fuller, lap number one's gonna doing a little bit of everything here, like a drunk driver. He's all over, switching lanes that don't exist. 31.83. Good enough for 17th. Now he's attacking that low line. Again, if you do it right, Atlanta can slingshot you around this track. See what lap number 2 brings to the show for Fuller. Fuller, 31.44, good enough for the second row. Mike DeWalt joins him with a 31.42. And we are cooking. Nick Tirana, gonna be one of the last guys to qualify. Looks like the last. I don't see anybody else qualifying right now. And that number 10, Black Rifle Coffee, taking his turn around Echopark. First lap, 31.65, good enough to crack the top 20 into 18th. Let's see if he can do a little better. Nice and smooth, cutting in and out with his internet connection, and he has timed out. And I'm joking, he didn't time out, but qualifying ended before he could finish that second lap. So I think it was gearing up to be a pretty good lap. We'll bring you back in now, just for a moment. We're going to start off this warm-up right. Hopefully you guys are having a beverage. I know it's Tuesday. It's kind of the only day I drink during the week. And honestly, if I wasn't broadcasting, I probably wouldn't. But hey, we're having fun here. We're having fun, having a good time. Again, hats off to you out there for hanging out. They got about a 5-minute warm-up. Let's play some jams here as we get ready. Getting ready for this one coming up soon. The Hotlanta 154. Have a beverage, grab a soda, a root beer, and enjoy your Tuesday night. I only drink that day's end and why? Hell yeah, brother. I'm there with you. Oh, Ryan Colhood following the creator. Hell yeah, brother. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, we are starting a party here on TikTok. I know it's only a few of you, but I appreciate all the love. Yeah, we got 100 laps tonight, 60% fuel, which means they're going to have to pit. I think the last time I checked, I'm going to do that for you right now one more time. 35 to 40 laps is the fuel window. They may be able to stretch it out maybe a little further. We'll see. But definitely one of those things where you got to keep your eyes out, especially if we got a lot of green flag racing. Also to note, if you're not familiar with racing or just haven't looked at NASCAR in forever, on the back stretch, entering turn 3 is where pit lane is, where the entrance is. Apparently a couple years ago they thought it was too dangerous entering right off of 4, so they're making you now enter at the cone of turn 3. So if you try to enter late or anything like that, you are going to be penalized appropriately. I don't know what the hell it is, if you're held or if you're just down a lap. I think it's you're held if you get caught during green lap action. But definitely something I still have to get used to every now and again. All right. Let's see if we can talk to somebody, get a little pre-race. Maybe we can do that. I don't know. We'll see. Looks like everybody is a little bit busy here tonight. But I will tell you, within the team chats, it is active and it is a poppin'. And I'm grateful for that. And grateful for all of you joining me in the broadcast over TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Gotta turn my captions on for Twitch. So again, if you're hard of hearing, go to Twitch. There is the captions on my page, which should help you navigate your way through tonight's festivities. Again, this view courtesy of the meandyourmom.com blimp cam. Again, use promo code DVDA for 50% off your first purchase. Always a welcome sponsor and appreciative of all that you do. Again, the beautiful shot here, sponsored by meandyourmom.com. Less than 60 seconds. Grab a beverage. Get ready for the grid walk. Again, this is the Hotlanta 154, sponsored by the ISRL. We are set and ready to get it on. Again, give you a quick shot of that ad courtesy of Ryan Robertson, putting that together for us and making the stream as beautiful as it can possibly be with the awesome graphics that he provides. Min Hang on the front row yet again. And we will be down there in just a moment for the grid walk. There we go. I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. On the front row here tonight, you have the 11 Ducati Ford Mustang of Min Hang. On the outside of the front row, the NVIDIA 24 Chevrolet of Rob Rossello Jr. Row 2, we have the 5 DeWalt of Mike DeWalt. Outside, starting in 4th in row number 2, last week's winner, Nathan Fuller, and the Not Your Father's Root Beer. Row 3, not pictured, the race 1 and 2 winner, Matthew Fleming. The outside of him, we have the 69 of Jonathan Militia. In row 4, we have the 4 of Nicholas Van Hemert, and not pictured, the 16, Ryan Robertson. There he is, Ryan Robertson. Apparently some people, never mind. Row number 5, we have the 55 of Thomas Meeks III and the 27 of Nathaniel Fryman. Row 6, we have the 43 of Josh Cole and the Skull Bandit number 9 of Connor Rowe. In row 7, you have the 1 of Joseph Enright and not pictured, the 7 of Michael James. In row 8, you have the 63 of Henry Kalhoff and the 00 of Terry Fennell. In row 9, you have the 3 of Jeremy Eshelman and the 10 of Nick Tirana. In row 10, you have the 42 of Christopher Pugliese and the 19 of Alex Snyder. In row 11, you have the 25 of Skylar Comstock, not pictured, and the 84 of Brad Gutierrez. In row 12, you have the 37 of Andrew Samford and the 20 of Scott Bell. In row 13, you have the 39 of John Fenoy and the 448 of Tristan Acevedo. And starting in the back, the 12 of Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. and the 18 of Jason Chrisman. Again, ISRL sponsoring this race here tonight. Again, thank you all for joining the live, hanging out here for just a moment. Appreciate that. Waving hi to everybody that I can. I'm going to do that because I like to. But again, take your pick. If you got a number in the chat, let's go. Take a pick. I might put you in a drawing here for a giveaway. I give away cool classic die-cast cars. Now, I'm not saying they're the greatest things to God, but they're pretty awesome. So again, hopefully you're having fun as we are getting set to go green flag action. Again, 100 laps of sweet, hot, what they consider mini super speedway action. Again, you can pretty much go to the floor until you get in the middle of a tire run. Then it gets a little tricky. And those not ordained with that or understand how that works is going to be in a little bit of trouble. What is up, Aries? Thank you for joining the live on TikTok. UTRRC, yeah, we do giveaways, man. I'll be doing that, if not tonight, in the next week. Hi, AC4, hello, and appreciate the follow. Let's go on TikTok. I'm not hard, you're hard. Here we go. We are set to take off in the land of Jubilee. 28 cars, 100 laps. The Hotlanta 154 for the ISRL is green. Here we go. Green flag racing. Said, I'm bricked. Me too. Everybody looking like they are getting along just fine going down the backstretch. Again, the lighting will be better as the night gets darker and the lights become more of a thing. So we are off at green flag racing, and Min Hang is your leader. Let's go. Min Hang, Robert Sello Jr., Mike DeWalt, Matthew Fleming, Nicholas Van Hemer, your top five. That outside line is forming, but not good enough, and there's 3 wide between Brad Gutierrez. Looks like Fryman, but that has faded since. Everybody jumping down to that bottom line, bottom feeding. And if you are caught on the outside, you are dead to rights right now. Looks like that's Michael LeBron James in the 7, trying to get in. It's like being on the interstate and you know you're in the wrong lane. Like, you know you're wrong. And you're trying to fit in. There goes Fryman. Somebody finally lets him in. You're either the asshole on the outside trying to get in, or your guy on the inside going, I'm not fucking letting him in. Fuck that guy. That's how I feel about it. So Michael James getting pushed all the way back, getting the wall of shame, being shunned by the ISRL collective, and out to the back. And Min Hang, the leader of the pack, as they serpentine down through the tri-oval, 5 laps in of 100. Now, I said the fuel window, what we're looking at is 35 to 40 laps. If they are lagging, if they are trying to sandbag, as you were, they can maybe stretch it out a couple more laps. Some guys are really good at that. I know a few of these boys that are super speedway savants and that understand the power of saving and how that could be over a long run. But Atlanta, it's anybody's game. It's kind of a wild card. You either get a nice green flag run like we're seeing here, knock on wood, or you get crash after crash after crash after crash, and it literally pisses people off. But right now, we have good, solid racing here. 6 laps. And again, Minhag, your leader, Robert Cello Jr., Mike DeWalt, Matthew Fleming, Nicholas Van Heber, your top 5, Thomas Meeks, Jonathan Militia, Josh Cole, Joseph Enright, and Henry Kellhoff, rounding out your top 10. Let's ride on board with the 1 of Joseph Enright. And it looks like right now, just by the sound of it, they're kind of holding off. They understand the longevity, what it means. Let's go back a little further to Brad Gutierrez, the Torta Hunter. Again, if you're near Miami, Florida, and you are a Torta, talk to Brad. He might catch a dog for you. Don't ask me why that is. Single file, boring racing right now is good racing. At least cars are not smashing all over the track. But let's get you some action side by side right now. Looks like the 19 of Alex Snyder and Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., the caboose providing the kaboom right now. Again, 39, John Fenoy as well in that group. Fitzpatrick not giving up without a fight, though, as it looks like he's got Tristan Acevedo and Michael LeBron James right behind him. Scott Bell in that Logitech 20. Doing all he can. But that is what we're looking at right now. 90 laps in. I'm taking another shot. 3 wide, Nick Tirana, Robert Fitzpatrick, and we got ourselves our first caution, and you saw it live.
By yourself there, how'd it feel?
Let's back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. All right. Let's see what we got here. And like I said, we saw it live, but let's go to the meandyourmom.com blimp cam. We're going to play it slow here first since we saw it live. Scott Bell in the 20, Nick Tirana in the 10, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. in the 12. And it looks like clearly, and again, I'm speculating. I don't like to do that necessarily, but it looks like Fitzpatrick maybe chose a different line, a different pattern, which came down in Tirana. Michael getting involved, Michael James as well. Fenoy looks like he might have been able to clear it, might have gotten a 4X for that. Alex Snyder as well. Let's back that up yet again, just to give you a little bit more perspective. And we'll play it in real time now. Yeah, just got freaky naughty real fast. And then the freaks come out at night. Again, we knew that, it wasn't going to be perfect. But we understand that it is a thing. And we've got a lot of early pits. From about 12th on back, everybody has pitted pretty much. And that is the unfortunate part about Atlanta. You get some really good racing, but I saw back there with the caboose what was going on. And it's like, wow, that's some good action back there. We need to follow that, and we certainly got our fair share. Again, don't forget, each and every week this fall throughout the winter, besides the holidays, of course, we will be on tap right here in the Horseboat Network across Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Next week, we have the Brickyard sponsored. Oh, my God, I can't read that. That is so small. Sponsored by the people who are in the Twitch chat here tonight. I will get it right. I will actually read it. I just can't see it right now because I wear glasses and I can't even see that shit. So, again, the Brickyard next week at Indy for the ISRL. I am so excited to have that. right here on your home for the ISRL on the Horseboat Network. Bada bing, bada boom. We got one lap to go before green flag action yet again. Looks like it's going to be Min Hang, Rob Rossello, Mike DeWalt, Matthew Fleming, Thomas Meeks, Nicholas Van Hemert, Jonathan Militia, Josh Cole, Nathaniel Fryman, and Henry Kalhoff, your top 10. Uprise Experience. If you're still in here right now, it is on iRacing. If you want to DM me, follow me on here. DM me. Go ahead. I will get you involved. I got to know your iRating. I think it's like capped at 3,500 or some shit. But you definitely could join if you're under that. A good group of guys. We are early in. I think there's a couple spots left to join this league this year. So if you're interested in that, please DM me. I will get you the information. It's low, but I can hold my line. That's all good, man. This is what we're here for. It's here to learn and have a good time and be on the broadcast. So yeah, DM me and I'll get you the info you need. Pace car lights are off. We are about to get set to go. Green flag action for the Hotlanta 154. Again, Min Hang leading all of this race so far. Rob Rossello right there as well. Who's going to knock on the door of victory lane and who's going to knock on heaven's door by getting sent to Jesus? We're going to find out. Here we go in the Echopark restart zone at Echopark. That's super lame, but that's what it is. Green flag racing. Hell yeah, Uprise, thank you for the follow. I think I met my goal tonight so early. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. Damn, we got another follow of the channel. Again, I put out stupid shit for AI Sora. I try to do comedy. I'm not really good at it, but, you know, I give her a shot. Min Hang out in front. Mike DeWalt in second, and it is a side-by-side smorgasbord in the field right now. Mike DeWalt taking that outside lane, going to take Rob Rossello with him, trying to take him to the top. Does Mike DeWalt cross him over? And he does. He goes to the inside, going for the lead. Fly Guy, my man. I know, we love Sora. We do. I don't know if you saw any of my TikToks, man, but I got some good feedback. So I appreciate that. It gives me a little bit of encouragement to keep on doing it. Trying to toe that line and having fun doing it. Mike DeWalt, your new leader. Our second lead change of the night. Out in front he is. But Nicholas Van Hemert, that A&W Ford Mustang in second now, pushing the leader forward. Two lines are now formed. Two lines are now having a bueno time. Brennan Bears shared the live. Fucking righteous, man. Thank you so much. Fucking righteous. Min Hang, who's led most of the way, is getting taken out back to the cleaners. That outside line needs to form or he is in a little bit of trouble. Again, got a long way to go. We're not even a fifth of the way through the race. But he's been up front all night, so it's going to be a little bit of a different feel for him as the race goes on. Mike DeWalt, again, you know him through multiple leagues, more formerly known in Gears. Out in front, let's get that front row view, that leader view. Again, Mike DeWalt, if you don't know him, he loves a good set of crab legs. He loves NASCAR. And he's got friends who believe that John Wilkes Booth didn't do it. Behind him, another friend of the program, Jonathan Militia, pushing, and Henry Kalhoff, again, the 63. I don't know if you've seen me on my past broadcasts, but the 63, a guy that is sneaky fast, and he's up there now here tonight. Huckleberry Finn, hell yeah. Following the creator, Caleb goes, why can't the NASCAR 25 guys be this clean and good? You're funny. In a perfect world, they are. Tonight, we are getting a good race. I will tell you right now, the ISRL is a good group, a good core of drivers. I think what they have built here is majestic, and I think it could grow exponentially given its little time of existence. Again, this is the inaugural season, a chance to get in and be a part of history here for the ISRL week by week. Henry Kalhoff leading that charge with Josh Cole right behind him with Terry Fennell in tow. We have side-by-side racing action right here, right now. Kalhoff going to presume the lead, possibly going into 1 and 2. Oh, we got 3 wide in the back. It is getting, and it just got wild. Van Heemer got sent to the cleaners.
Tell me what you got quickly.
Hot damn. Good gravy. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. Again, pay attention to that 4 car on the outside. Let's give you some blimp cam action. Ooh, that's kind of shit. Let's go back to what we were doing. We're going to go full speed, see what we can see, and then we'll back it up again and see what we can see. Looks like he comes out of 2, and Min Hang, either he hooked him. Oh, he smacked the wall just a little bit, and maybe broken that toe link. We'll back it up and see again. Oh, we got more crashes. I don't think it is, but it could be. Let's see. No, not at all. Let's back it up one more time with Nicholas Van Heemer. Again, it looks like Hang just got a little bit of a run coming out of 2 and touched him a little bit inappropriately, and Van Heemer just couldn't keep it together. Fryman getting that nose a little dirty as well. And around he goes. Again, in this league, you get 1 fast repair. And I think that is appropriate. Looks like we have multiple drivers pitting in right now. Connor Rowe, Joseph Enright, and Michael James have not, but everybody else has. So let's see this race off of pit road. Let's see who gets there. Henry Kalhoff looks like he's a gassing and a going. Mike DeWalt doing the same. Mike DeWalt just beats him off of pit road. And not beating him off. We're not doing that. Yeah.
Piss in the ass! Piss coming from my ass!
Deal Racer says, love being out of the race because Meta pushed a broken update. Incredible.
Bruh.
Maybe don't race in VR. I always worry when I race in VR that some stupid shit's gonna happen. Either like my link cable may be coming out, or something stupid where it just shuts itself down. All kidding aside, sorry to hear about your race there, Nate. Cogwhale shared the live. Thank you for that. Huckleberry Finn sharing the live within TikTok. Appreciate that a lot. Again, next week, I'm going to plug this one more time. The Brickyard. Brickyard's going to be a good race. I'll tell you that much. It's going to be hot. I cannot wait for the Brickyard. Indy's always so much fun to broadcast and cover. As we are getting ready to go back to Green Flag Racing, Connor Rowe and Joseph Enright on row 1. Row 2 is going to be Mike DeWalt and Henry Kalhoff. Rob Rossello and Jeremy Escherman, row 3. Josh Cole and Jonathan Militia, row 4. Row 5 going to be the 11 of Min Hang and the 27 of Nathaniel Frymer. All right, that's Skull Bandit number 9. JBZ resubscribing. Thank you, sir. What the fuck is up, Denny's? Yeah, you're goddamn right. What the fuck is up? How are you? Hopefully you're having a great evening. Thank you for subbing, man. I appreciate that a lot. Connor Rowe going to get us going in the restart zone.
Ready, green, 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 green.
Connor Rowe leading it down. Again, these guys know what they get. If Connor Rowe wins, he shares this GIF that says, "You just got beat by Connor Rowe," and it is the most hilarious picture I think we've seen across servers. Mike DeWalt right on that rear bumper. Joseph Enright in that Pennzoil Steve Park inspired number 1 on the outside, but he is a Lone Ranger right now. DEI Fellowship, man, looks like Jeremy Eshelman in the 3 trying to help back him up. But that outside lane is going to take a minute to form. Connor Rowe out in front. And I think Mike DeWalt and Connor Rowe are teammates for Globo Gym. Again, manufacturer doesn't matter in this league. You can join and race whatever manufacturer you want and race on whichever team that chooses to pick you up. Kick Central, thank you for the live. Fucking thank you. Right on. Mike DeWalt looking for maybe a little daylight, maybe keeping together. I don't know. That outside line, though, beginning to form, and if it does, it could be formidable with Rob Rosello leading the charge. Going for the craze, getting on the bandwagon like a lot of people and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Right on board with the 69 of Jonathan Militia and see what's going on his dash. Getting side by side at Atlanta, 29 laps deep. And Connor Rowe is your leader. Mike DeWalt, Henry Cowhoff, Rob Rosello Jr., and Josh Cole, your top 5. Again, as you see it, it is side-by-side action. Not so much early on, but they understand that every spot, track position is so important here. That sleeper tonight, I think, is the 69 of Jonathan Militia. Jonathan Militia has yet to put together a complete race, and I talk about it. Oh, shit! Rob Fitzpatrick Sr. and Michael James go for a ride on the slip and slide. No yellow flag. Oh, boy. I don't know if y'all saw that, but that was hilarious. Stratton Racing Customs followed the live creator. Thank you so much for that. 9 new followers here tonight on TikTok. Appreciate that. Appreciate the subs here tonight from JBZ, Little Red Creek, the biddies from DD King. Fucking fantastic. What a good night. Rosello, bless his heart, he is trying to get that outside line working, but he is simply outnumbered. Make that 10 more Farmer. Fuck yeah. Have yourself a beer. My wife's going to yell at me, and I'm sorry, I don't care at this point. This is great. That Skull Bandit number 9 Chevrolet of Connor Rowe out in front with Mike DeWalt, Henry Cowhoff, Josh Cole, and Rob Rosello Jr. in tow. But that outside line is slowly dying like 80s pop music. Again, I respect the fact that people want to make that outside line work. I really do. But if it's not late in the race, nobody's going to give a shit. Nobody's going to care at all. Again, you get about 15 laps in on these tires. You can't go full throttle like you normally could before the latest iRacing update for these cars. Now you get about 15, 20 laps in, that car starts to go away, get really loose with that right rear tire, and before you know it, you could be around without even realizing it that the car is let go. These cars drive like, in my opinion, like Crown Vics. Big fucking boat. Not without help. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Jay Beasy says, boo Flagship Motorsports. That's not nice. I say that outside line is dying, and they're proving me wrong every step of the way. Going a little bit back further. The 16 of Ryan Robertson right in the thick of it, with Nick Toronto right behind him, Jeremy Eshelman in front of him. Looks like he's got a little room to make something happen. Justice Harrell following the live. Thank you so much. Hell yeah, I appreciate that a lot. Again, Connor Rowe, Mike DeWalt teammates, although they may have different manufacturers, they are teammates. Henry Kalhoff in the thick of it with them as well on the bottom line. And then Rob Rosello in the 24 with, I believe, Joseph Enright in the 1, Jeremy Eshelman in the 3, and it's just getting, I kind of stopped for a second because I thought an accident was about to take place. But everybody seemingly doing all right. Ride on board with the two-time winner here in the ISRL, Matthew Fleming in that 8 car. See what he can see. Again, everybody right now seems to be just following in line, not really overly competitive. I think they understand that with that one fast repair, they want the timing of when they can use it. And it could be that some of them are just going to go all over it, all out, trying to gain as many positions as they can before the big one happens. Again, I don't think we've experienced the big one yet, but it definitely could be a thing here when we get to the end of it. Again, looking up back towards the front, you have Connor Rowe, Mike DeWalt, Henry Kalhoff, Josh Cole, and Min Hang, your top 5 with Jonathan Militia, Matthew Fleming, Rob Rosello Jr., Thomas, I'm going to clap those cheeks, Meeks, Joseph Enright, Nathaniel Fryman rounding out your top 10. Again, this is changing every lap. Everybody trying to challenge that top group, and it's just not happening. Henry Kalhoff stepped out to the outside. Josh Cole is there with him, but nothing, much ado about nothing here at the moment. That inside line dominates the day here so far at Echopark. Nearly halfway through the race of the Hotlanta 154. I would imagine about the next 15 laps, if they stay green, knock on wood, we will see green flag pit stops. Again, early on in the race, you saw a lot of single line racing, not too many people trying to jump out of the line. They threw the playbook out on that one and now are side-by-side racing every lap. Good entertainment for me in the booth by myself hanging out. It is getting real. Henry Kalhoff making it real. Again, dude is a hell of a driver. A guy who, I think, with the league having a 3,500 rating cap, he's about 3,400. This dude can ball. He knows ball. And he's trying to climb to the front. So much so, he is worrying the 9 car of Connor Rowe right now. Making that slow but yet mighty push. Kalhoff, Cole, Robertson hits the wall, but he was right there with Rossello, Nick Tirana, and then a couple other cars following Gateau. I think it's Skylar Comstock and Brad Gutierrez. Again, Connor Rowe taking that middle line, that middle lane approach, trying to be the circumventing factor in who has the lead. He wants this lead. He wants to keep it. Minhang crawling back up. He has dominated a lot of the races early on in the season and has fizzled out into the race. And that is the 11 car that I'm speaking of currently right down there in that bottom line, third one in that red Ducati. Henry Kalhoff in that outside in that red, white, and blue 63 machine, trying desperately to reach that front, but that outside line is fading. Rob Rossello fading with it. Outside lane not giving the momentum it once had. Slowly fading out like disco. But could we have a reprieve, a revival? I shouldn't say a reprieve, a revival. Will the funk come back? Who knows? But Connor Rowe in the front. Again, Connor Rowe, I've seen over the last couple seasons, a guy who you would think would have the race on lock, and then all of a sudden it's like, oops, just like Ryan Robertson hitting the wall in the trial over there. And then it all falls away. Most notably last time I remember is the race at Kansas for the Gears Sprocket Series. Dominating that race to the very end and then losing it. I don't think that may be the case tonight. He is very good. Justice Harrell setting a Rose. Hell yeah, man. That's the first one I've ever gotten. That is the first one I've ever gotten, so thank you for busting that, Cherry. Thank you for breaking it out. Again, I'm new to TikTok. I enjoy TikTok. I'm an avid consumer. I enjoy a lot of the funny stuff, and I know y'all do too. I've got a sick sense of humor, and it really taps into that algorithm. Getting to the halfway point here with Connor Rowe still in the lead. Mike DeWalt, Minhang, Matthew Fleming, Thomas Meeks, your top 5. These guys are not to be messed with. The 8 and the 55. If we're looking at the 55 right now, see him with Henry Kalhoff all over the back bumper. Flagship can get down and dirty. They can get into the victory column. They can interrupt and change a race. And they are trying to do that right now. Justice Harrell says, I want to get iRacing in a race with you guys. Do it, man. You don't need a super expensive computer to do it. I would recommend it. iRacing as much as people love NASCAR 25, iRacing is as close as you are going to get to that experience. That is all in what you invest in it. I would recommend it. It is a great time, a great journey. Get it and get back involved. We would love to have you. Again, everybody across all platforms, thank you for watching tonight. As I'm trying to broaden my horizons as well with different streaming services, and Twitch being my home. Looks like Connor Rowe dropping off, looking like he is going to pit. Mike DeWalt inherits that lead. Now, you would think it would be a team effort because of those two. Looks like not the case here tonight. He says you are on your own. Look for a muy bueno worker. I race dirt mostly. I have 6 straight wins in street stocks and 3 straight late model wins. Well, then what are you doing not on iRacing? Let's go with it. Let's go with God on that one. I think this is your sign. Mike DeWalt out in the lead. Min Hang right behind him. Matthew Fleming won the first 2 races ever in the ISRL in that 8 car. Trying to make it a 3rd. Trying to make history. Work. I get it, man. I get it. Are you working right now? Are you not doing your job and watching this stream right now? Because if you are, good for you, man. Life is work, and that's what we do. I can feel the big one coming. Maybe. I don't know, man. Very well could be. Especially get these green flag pit stops. Rob Rossello Jr. going to make the way. Looks like Joseph Enright and Jeremy Eshelman as well committing. This is my favorite part about the sport. Whether or not you are a fan of stage racing or not, I'm a traditionalist in the sense where I think a race is yet it should be run in its completion. There shouldn't be breaks in the middle unless somebody crashes. I love those unexpected breaks that you would get. Stage racing, you can plan for that. And I think that's, to a degree, takes away from the whole race. Again, I may be on my own in that sentiment or that feeling that I think a race should be ran into completion. But that's what we do here. There's no stages in here in the ISRL. It is ran fully to its completion unless there are cautions involved. I love the green flag pit stops. I love the feeling of strategize. How far you can stretch it on a fuel run. Where your tires make it that far, depending on the track that you're at. That all goes into play and something that I truly love. Again, Mike DeWalt out in front with Min Hang right behind him. Matthew Fleming, Josh Cole, and Henry Calhoun. Let's ride on board with the 63 Henry Calhoun. Justice Harrell says, I agree with you on that. I appreciate that. Again, usually not many people are with me on that. But that's where I would sit if I was in a position to make a decision. Getting less than 40 laps to go. Looks like Nicholas Van Hemert is pitting, as well as a car that I don't know. I'm thinking, I don't want to guess. It makes me look like a dick. But Mike DeWalt still out in front. Min Hang, Matthew Fleming, Josh Cole, and Henry Calhoun, your top 5, with Jonathan Militia, Thomas Meeks, Nathaniel Fryman, Skylar Comstock, and Brad Gutierrez rounding out your top 10. Again, if you're hanging out, please like the live. Let's get this out to other viewers that may not know about me yet or disgusted by me. Again, it's really extreme. It goes either way. I had one guy where I commented last week where he liked the corn for the shape. Dude lost his fucking mind. Again, I do not discriminate. I make fun of everybody, including myself. I'm very self-deprecating. Justice shared the live. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Less than 40 laps to go. Mike DeWalt has pitted. Min Hang inheriting the lead. You see Mike DeWalt heading down there. Looks like he's got a slew of drivers behind him. Fleming, Meeks, Kalhoff, Bell, and Fenoy. I would imagine we're going to see, yeah, that's what I thought. Min Hang, Nathaniel Fryman, Skyler Comstock, and Brad Gutierrez now pitting. So let's go out here as we have a second to look at them. As they're going to take tires, get ready to go. Looks like Mike DeWalt is not. He's just going to gas up and go. Bada bing, bada boom, he is gone. Min Hang now coming down. Looks like he's going to get a little support again. He is your leader currently. The person we are looking for is the 5 of Mike DeWalt. I lied to you. It's going to be the 43 of Josh Cole. He's going to inherit the lead right now. Neurospike, what is going on? I can tell you this, for the first time in horse boat history, I have more active viewers right now in TikTok than I do anywhere else, and it feels amazing. Again, Justice sharing the channel. I've got 11 new followers here tonight. I got 10 active viewers. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for following. I know auto racing is a niche sport. I know not everybody likes watching cars go around the track or turn left sometimes. But I can tell you this, it is entertaining when I am with you and when you are with me. And this is amazing. Zach following the live. Fuck yeah. Footloose 3 following the live. Apple user following the live. 14 new followers and 12 viewers currently over on TikTok. Again, I'm having a great time. I hope you are as well. Let's get the onboard camera of Mike DeWalt. Again, a guy who loves a good set of crab legs and curling up to a good book on a nice Friday night. Again, almost 1,000 likes on the TikTok side. That feels really good. Again, you guys over on TikTok have rocked my world. I appreciate that. Code 3 Gaming says, you can be the announcer for the Daytona 500, bro. A perfect announcer voice. I appreciate that. You know, maybe somebody should share this shit with them, but apparently I curse too much, so I can't have a job. I applied for iRacing. They asked for a highlight video. I couldn't edit the damn thing. I couldn't figure out which clip I could use. I try to be funny, I try to be professional, and I'm unfiltered all in the same sense, giving what I think the real viewer wants to see. Brian Paul waved. Hello, what is going on? Appreciate that. Thank you for joining the live. Again, no love lost in the TikTok world or in Twitch. Again, thank you for the love over here. Again, Josh Cole, Jonathan Militia, Mike DeWalt, Henry Kalhoff, Matthew Fleming, your top 5. Looks like Terry Fennell getting up and out of the way with this lead group taking over. Scott Bell is the end of that. Fennell probably going to fall in line here as he goes a lap down. The 7th place car, the 55 of Thomas Meeks, looks like they're about 5 seconds back nearly from that lead pack. Now, if they can get together, they may be able to catch them. With under 30 laps to go, it's going to be a little bit of a test. But again, green flag action, green flag pit stops creates this chaos. That is before you here tonight. Right on board with the number 3, Jeremy Eshelman. If I can press the right button, there we go. Again, this is the second group that we're looking at right now. This second group is about 5 seconds back of the lead group, but it only consists of about 6 cars. This group consists of, I think, about 8. Let's go back out and see what we can see. 4, 5, yeah, about 8 cars. If they can get it together here, they may be able to catch them, but it's going to be really hard. That's what she said. And if I did my math correctly, these guys should be able to make it to the end. So if it stays green, this could get very interesting. Let's go back up in front now. That Coors Light, the silver bullet, 43 of Josh Cole out in front. Mike DeWalt right there. He has been in second all night long. He has led a few laps before the pit stop, but mostly has been sitting right there in the second position. As I mentioned probably last week when you weren't here, the 63 of Henry Kalhoff, a guy that I don't know very well, but I've known through the first, now going into 4 weeks. This guy is a front runner. He is sneaky fast. He's a guy that you may not see right away, may not notice, but he's going to be up here contending most weeks. And then y'all know, if you haven't been here before, now you know the 8 of Matthew Fleming won week 1 and week 2, Auto Club and Phoenix. Couldn't do it last week, but is trying to do it again, maybe win 3 of 4 in this inaugural season here at Echopark for the ISRL. Oh shit, I just got another rose. Hold on, wait a minute. Did you give me 70 roses? What the fuck, man? I don't know what that is or how much it is. Tell me that's not real. Tell me that is not real, and I don't know what that's worth. I don't know what that is. I am floored right now. I don't know what that is. I'm losing it right now. Oh my God. Again, this front runner group, I'm trying to stay focused here. 25 laps to go. Josh Cole out in front. Josh Cole, I haven't seen him get a win in a couple of years. How would it be for the 43 to get in victory lane here tonight in his home state of Georgia? This would mean so much. Yep, in total 70 coins. All right. I'll have to figure out what that means later. But hey, I appreciate the love. Seriously, that means a lot to me. And again, I see the likes. We're over 2,000 likes. This is by far the best night I've ever had on TikTok. I appreciate the love, sharing the lives, the likes, the roses, all that stuff. It does mean a lot. Again, Josh Cole, your leader, Mike DeWalt, Henry Kalhoff, Matthew Fleming, Scott Bell, your top 5. And then you have lap down cars behind them kind of straggling along. Think of it as like a humpback whale with those little fishies on the side, just hanging on just for dear life so they don't get eaten. Or maybe a great white shark. Let's try to go like that. Trying to stay, and if they can get a wave around, they'll definitely do it if they get a late caution. But right now, this race has been so damn good, they don't need it. Now, here's the second group. They are a-coming. They are going to catch this group in front of them. They have put their wheels together, and they are going to make it for a very climatic finish. I am excited for this. Remorse is what you were thinking of. Yeah. That's it. That's it. So again, that group has caught up to the next group. Thomas Meeks leading the charge, trying to break through. He's going to have to get through Tristan Acevedo and Terry Fennell, which are both a lap down. Bumping and banging, as you see there. Connor Rowe had to get the fuck out and get out to the outside before he got caught up in a wreck. It is going to get real. 20 laps to go. Men hang to the outside, escorted by lap-down car Ryan Robertson. Min Hang taking back the lead, and out in front is the 11 Ducati Ford Mustang. That's seriously like just being towed to the front with that draft. Ridiculous. And if you're Josh Cole, I would be straight pissed off. Just straight pissed off. Oh, we got another gift. Another gift. Thank you so much, Cleater. Sent a game controller. That's fucking cool. Thank you so much. Billy Bob Joe sharing the live. I cannot express the amount of gratitude that I have in my heart right now for that. Min Hang, your leader, lap down car. Well, I guess he would be technically. Yeah, he is on the lead lap. That's 16 of Ryan Robertson. Again, Ryan Robertson, a wonderful guy, a very good race car driver. Got into some bad luck here tonight. But staying out in front on the lead lap, kind of carrying that 11 car right now. Again, 17 laps to go. Anything is possible here in this front group. Everybody that is on the lead lap in this group right now has a puncher's chance of winning this race. It could very well be Mike DeWalt could be your winner. He would be a first-time winner in the ISRL in that 5 car. That 43 would be a first-time winner in the ISRL. That 11 car would be a first-time winner in the ISRL. I think if you're not a Dodgers fan, it's anybody but the Dodgers, right? You want the Blue Jays to win? That's how we're feeling about Matt Fleming. Now, Matt Fleming has won the first 2 races. Nathan Fuller out of the race tonight, not even a factor. So people are saying anybody but the 8 car. Honestly, Tom Brady, gotta love the haters, man. That what brings out your best. Matthew Fleming, watch for that 8 car as we get in less than 10 to go. If he's still there, you're in trouble. Again, pulling it back again, Ryan Robertson leading this group on the lead lap, but barely. Min Hang just hanging out with him. Again, he is your leader in that 11 Ducati. In second, you have the 43 of Josh Cole being towed now by the 69. Mike DeWalt in third. Henry Kalhoff fourth. Matthew Fleming fifth. You have Thomas Meeks, Scott Bell, Alex Snyder, Jeremy Eshelman, and Ron Rosello Jr. in that NVIDIA 24. Rounding out your top 10, let's go on board with the 24. Trevor Truitt, thank you for the follow. Somebody I don't know that says follow live creator. It doesn't tell me who it is, but thank you for following as well. Hell yeah. Again, I think everybody right now, based on the dash cam footage that I'm seeing, that you all are seeing, they are playing possum right now until we get 10 to go. They've caught the field, so they're making sure they can make it, and then once they know they can make it, they are gonna go. Again, pay attention. That red 11 Ducati is your leader right now of Min Hang. Ryan Robertson kind of towing that lead group right now with the other lap down car of Jonathan Militia there as well. Is this iRacing or NASCAR 25? This is iRacing. Low Life, thank you for the like. Holy shit, so many people following and watching the live right now on TikTok. 10 laps to go here at Echopark for the Hotlanta 154. That red Ducati Min Hang Ford Mustang, your leader right now. The 43 of Josh Cole, that silver Bullet Coors Light in second. And Henry Kalhoff in third right now. This group is running buck wild. JTKIX followed the live creator. Terry Caps followed live. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. They are side by side. Min Hang leading this group. Mike DeWalt, if he's not careful, and that number 5 is going to get put out. Jonathan Militia trying to get his lap back, going to the inside, thinking there may be one more caution left to go. That 11, that red Ducati Ford Mustang, your leader on the outside lane, giving Josh Cole an opening. Josh Cole following the 2 lap down cars. This is going to be a wonderful finish. Josh Cole now taking the lead back now on the inside. Mike said these boys are good. Hell yeah, they're good. They are damn good. 7 laps to go now. Calhoff fading back into 6. Josh Cole now taking the lead. Thomas Meeks, Flagship Motorsports. I told you, if this stays green, watch out. And there they are. Scott Bell, that 20 car in that Logitech blue and black Toyota, in the thick of it as well. Mr. Marcos, 102 shared the live. Thank you, brother. 43 viewers right now in the TikTok live. The Goose followed the live creator. Hell yeah. This is fantastic. Josh Cole, again, that Silver Bullet 43 leading the way, have 2 lap down cars in front of him, basically towing this entire field. Again, green flag pit stops, only a couple cautions to speak of early. This race has been fantastic from flag to flag. And we have 5 laps to go. Resetting it for you, you have Josh Cole in the 43 in first, the 55 of Thomas Meeks in second, the 11 of Minhang in third, the 20 of Scott Bell in fourth, and rounding out your top 5, your 2-time winner in the 8 car, Matthew Fleming. Wish I could have been there at the end instead of getting wrecked. Michael, that is a bummer. Oh, and thank you for liking the live. Scott Meyer, thank you for following. Carter, thank you for following. Joshua, thank you for following. Mr. Mako, thank you for following. Hell yeah. Matt Z following live. Fuck yeah. Owen Locksmith. 4 laps to go, and I couldn't be more entertained by the chat bumping in TikTok. Lap traffic. They are helping the leaders. Dayton, Barron, Jessen followed the live. Ronnie followed the live. Taylor liked the live. Couldn't be any more fun for me. 50 viewers right now on TikTok. Josh Cole leaves an opening to the outside. Thomas Meeks to the inside. Going to take advantage, and we got action with the left out car, and we have a caution.
All right, talk to me, Goose.
Oh my goodness, we have a late caution, and y'all saw it here, folks. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. Again, Matt Z shared the live. AG Brian, thank you for the follow. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see. Let's go to the MeetYourMom.com blimp cam. Again, you want to pay attention to the 69 of Jonathan Militia there in that Coors Marlboro machine, with the 55 of Thomas Meeks leading the way. Let's slow it down. Let's see what we can see. And it looks like, again, a clear mistake. We're going to run it back. Noel, thank you. Sharing the live. Bill, thank you for sharing the live. And it looks like he just got down into him. Purely accidental. I don't think anything malicious involved. But then sending the 43 of Josh Cole. And if I was Josh Cole, I would be flaming pissed. If I don't have a fast repair, I am losing my mind right now. I'm getting kicked out if that happened to him. And it looks like everybody else was able to get through okay and not suffer much damage. But again, this happened so fast. Let's back it up. As we were kind of watching it live there. But again, you see Josh Cole giving Militia some love. A friendly neighborhood push. Again, leading the race, trying to get as much help as he can. Militia getting a lot of speed and then getting just a touch loose. You see him just get a touch loose and ends up costing them their race. Again, unfortunate for them, but a very realistic dynamic that exists. Thomas Meeks going to be your leader it looks like when we get to the restart. Dalton followed the live. Thank you so much. I have 35 new followers here tonight on TikTok alone. Again, thank you so much for that. I appreciate the love and the support that you're giving right now. As we are in the closing laps, we are going to get an ISRL green-white checkers here tonight. Stick around for the post-race show. We're going to do live interviews and then tee it up for next week, as I'm going to do right now as they are still getting ready. Again, next week, I have the Brickyard here at Indianapolis for the ISRL. Again, live goes on about 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time. Come a little bit early for the pre-race show. You get to see the points, the monologue, and all the happenings here of the ISRL. Again, tune in, same bat time, same bat channel here across TikTok, YouTube, or Twitch, whichever your preference. You're going to be able to find the Horseboat Network and the ISRL all season long. I am live every Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Every Tuesday, I will be here at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Again, I go live about 15 minutes prior. I play some jams. I hang out. I do a little monologue in the beginning. I show you the points and where everybody's at. So maybe you can find a favorite driver, maybe somebody you can relate to, maybe just the number you like. Again, the ISRL in their inaugural season, doing everything they can to gain exposure. And as the Horseboat and doing my thing, what I've done for multiple years is try to provide that type of coverage. Again, all year long, we will be here all holiday season. And again, Gears Cup Series, Gears Holiday Series will be coming back at some point over the holidays. Again, C-Rob, thank you for joining. Hunter, thank you for following. Noel, thank you for following. Harlan Biggs, thank you for following. Kevin, thank you for fucking following. God damn it. All right, Thomas Meeks, Min Hang, Matthew Fleming, Scott Bell, Henry Kalhoff, Alex Snyder, Mike DeWalt, Nick Tirana, Nathaniel Fryman, and Brad Gutierrez getting set to go green flag racing for the green-white checkers. Now, if they can get around just one time to get that white flag, it is on. It is on like Donkey Kong, and we will get a winner. Matthew Fleming in this mix for trying to get a third win of the year. Mr. Mako 122, thank you for the follow on Twitch. And we are green, green, green for the Hotlanta 154. Yeah, I can't believe it either, Rob. Kevin says, makes me want to get a PC to iRace. Hell yeah, you should. Thomas Meeks, Matthew Fleming out in front. Again, if we get back around one more time to catch that white flag, it is on. Flagship Motorsports in the house and taking us down for the white flag. Thomas, I'm going to clap those cheeks. Meeks trying to bring it home for Flagship. White flag is taken, it is on, and we are down for business. Hotlanta 154 hangs in the ballots right now. You have Thomas Meeks, Matthew Fleming, Henry Kalhoff, Scott Bell, and Min Hang all competing for position right now and competing for the win. Will the big one happen? We will see. Going into 3 and 4 right now, Thomas Meeks out in front. Will it be? And it won't. It will not. Matthew Fleming wins 3 of 4 and your winner of the Hotlanta 154. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit in the chat. Holy shit in the chat. Dumped his own teammate. I don't know. We're not going to say that. But we're going to follow it up here and see. Oh my God. That could have not have happened any... I mean, let's back it up. We're just going to back it up live because that was just insane what just transpired. Again, we'll get your unofficial results here as it breaks down, but I had a feeling, I think everybody did. I thought it might have been anticlimactic too, but let's go from the MeanYourBomb.com blimp cam. Let's play it back. Looks like the run came, push, push. And yeah, I think it was purely accidental, but holy shit, he flipped. Let's go on the onboard with Thomas Meeks at the point of when he was maybe finding God. Let's find out. Coming off of 4, he's getting that bump. He's like, hell yeah, I'm going to win. Oh, shit. I'm upside down. This is not good. Crossed the finish line in 13th. Went from 1st to 13th in an instant. But your winner tonight is Matthew Fleming. Again, he's going to probably burn it down. Give us just a moment, and we will get you post-race interviews. Thank you again for all the love here tonight. Again, next week we will tee it up for Indianapolis, but give us just one moment. We will get you post-race interviews. All right, here we go for the ISRL post-race show. Again, the ISRL post-race show coming at you right now. And let's talk to our first driver here tonight, finishing in 3rd, Scott Bell. Scott Bell having a good night here, finishing in 3rd. Scott, I know it's our first time interacting. Hopefully you're having a good time on the channel. But Scott, give us a description, 30 seconds or less, on how your experience went here at Echopark tonight.
Yeah, it was awesome. I want to thank John for letting me on the Altavia Motorsports tonight. It was great to join. We rode around the back most of the race and just got lucky with the pit cycle, and just that last restart was crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, that last restart, what was going through your mind on that last one?
Yeah, I was just trying to survive, and this season hasn't gotten off to how I wanted, and I was just trying to get through the finish and didn't expect to get, right there for a win. So it was great, crazy finish, great racing with these guys. It was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, congratulations on a 3rd place finish, your career best here in the ISRL, and we'll see you here next week in Indianapolis.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Why can't I pull this guy in? There we go. The 63 of Henry Kalhoff enters the race here tonight. He started in 15th. He ended up in 2nd, career high best. Henry, I've seen your car. I noticed you. I don't know if anybody else sees you, but I see you. You are sneaky fast, my man. How was your experience here tonight at Echopark?
Well, it was quite the experience. I used to race with the Next Gens at Atlanta a couple of years back, and so I haven't done this in quite a bit, this combo at least, so they brought back some good memories, and ran top 10 for a lot of the race, and I mean, we pretty much did everything right there. Trying to make the outside work a couple times, but just didn't have enough commitment, and I think overall this is a really good race for our team. We've been getting better every race. We've been minimizing the mistakes, and I think this is a huge milestone for our team to get 2nd year in this league, and I think for the next few races it'll definitely be a good momentum booster for us for sure.
Hell yeah. I mean, like I said, in the first 3 weeks of the season, I've always seen you being kind of sneaky fast. You're always in there. You always seem to be in the top 10 contending. And tonight you really showed your colors here. So I don't think the 63 is off on the radar anymore. I think you've made yourself known. Anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Oh, I'd like to thank everyone that supports our small team, and also our partners. We got a lot of partners on the car, so I want to thank them as well, and also my parents as well for being with me, helping me out with my whole racing career and all. But everyone on the team as well, I want to thank them as well, and excited to say that Michael Deitch will be making his debut at Iowa for our team, so we'll be having a second car there. So
hell yeah,
and it's my home track too, so I feel obligated to win that. So yeah, it was a really good race overall. Everyone raced pretty clean for the most part, and can't wait for next week.
Right on. Well, Henry, congratulations, man. We'll see you here next week in Indianapolis.
Yep. Thanks so much.
You are welcome. And who the fuck is this guy? I don't know this guy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's been around. I know this guy. You know, he seems to be very good. I mean, I don't know. Again, your winner of 3 of 4 here in the ISRL, Matthew Fleming, winner here tonight at Echopark. Fleming, how the hell are you feeling, my man?
Oh, dude, it's great. And then that ending was
hold on,
just
wait a
so
minute.
totally fucked.
We should start our own talk show. With the amount that you're winning and that we're talking so much, we should probably start a podcast or something funky, dude. I mean, I tell you.
Let's do it. Shit, I'm down.
Give us a brief description of how your night went and how you ended up in victory lane. I'm sure everybody is dying to know how that ending worked out, because on the replay it looked pretty sus, but I know from you that was probably not malicious at all.
No, definitely not. But overall, we actually qualified good. I think this was actually the first race I qualified decent. I don't remember how I did last week, but anyways, so I qualified, I think it was 5th, so finally, a good one. Then just kind of rode along, you know, just trying to save some fuel. It was going to turn into a fuel game anyways, so the outside lane, yeah, I wish the outside lane would work a little bit better. It did have its moment, but it would always fall.
Yeah.
So,
it just
I
seemed
mean,
like
yeah,
you
just
could never
tried
really
to-
get the numbers up there to make it competitive. Like, it was like, oh yeah, they're there, but they weren't like over the edge competitive.
Correct, yeah. And I mean, when I was out there, I saw guys that they really wanted to go really high. To me, I think if you run more middle, you know, you get the side draft on the bottom, you know, pull them back. But yeah, either way,
Sure,
I would have been more impressed if the outside line would have worked. It would have been a lot more fun, I think. But yeah, I think the last 10, 15 laps were really freaking exciting for me, because we were, I think it was definitely 10 to go or whatever. I was really forcing at the bottom. I am pretty sure all my passes were clean, but I stuck my nose where it probably shouldn't belong just to get around, which, you know, it's what you have to do on these plate tracks anyways.
Yeah.
So I thought we were sitting pretty good. Then that late race caution came out, and I didn't really know what to think then. I thought we were in trouble, but I had Meeks in front of me. So I knew we needed to get a good jump, which we did. And then here we are coming to the end here. It looked horrible. I did not purposely wreck him at all. It's definitely not what I wanted to do.
Well, I mean, it's a teammate. I don't think he did.
He ran out of gas. So he's completely slowed down on momentum. You know, I'm hitting him, the car behind hit me, and it just kind of sent him into the wall and sent him flying. So
he
that's
flipped,
the
dude.
explanation.
He flipped, dude. It was pretty awesome to see. But regardless, you have won 3 of 4 here in the ISRL. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Of course, tonight I want to shout out the San Antonio Karting Complex. They are on the fast number 8 tonight. Wheels America Racing, Flem Dogs Auto Repair, Southern Diesel Solutions, Oasis Sim Racing, Wise Owl Wash. Shout out to you up there in the booth. Shout out to all the fans watching. All the other competitors in here. I tell you, it seems like it's easy, but it is really not. Once again, I think I lucked out in another win. I wasn't planning on it. So these guys surely know how to race. I give all the credit of them racing clean and whatnot, and just driving hard. A lot of good guys in here. And then shout out to all the admins that are running this thing. There's a few of them that came out and asked us flagship to come. We've had a lot of experience with them. We've already went over this quite a bit,
Sure,
so
yeah,
glad they thanked or brought us in, and man, it's fun. Let me tell you, it is fun.
Hell yeah. Well, congratulations again. Race, 4. You have 3 wins already. Pretty much a lock for whatever the ending is going to be. Being a contender for that again. Congratulations, man. We'll see you back here next week for Indy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You are welcome. And again, that is going to do it here tonight. Again, your top 20, as you can see it on your screen. That is unofficial. That could change with penalties or things like that. But technically, that looks like about it. Again, you have Matthew Fleming, Cal Hoff, Bell, Fryman, Gutierrez, Hang, DeWalt, Robertson, Rossello, and Snyder, your top 10 here as we finish up the Hotlanta 154. 154. And don't forget Ryan Ryanson's Brickyard 188, sponsored by Roger and Taylor Courtney. Right here next week, same bat time, same bat channel, November 4th, across TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. For the ISRL, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horse Boat, wishing you a wonderful work week and seeing you and hoping to see you back here next week for the Brickyard 188. I can't speak English anymore. Good night, everyone. We'll see you next week.